everyone, and welcome to TWF Impact or Hit. I, Joey Styles, with Jonathan Coachman and with Aiden English. And today on Impact or Hit, the first Impact or Hit of 2025 YL, we have, a good show here today, and it's going to be the match that we saw on, we're going to have a good match here today. Good show here today, Jonathan. Joey Styles says the first match of, the first Impact or Hit of 2025 YL. That's right, Jonathan Coachman says. It's the first Impact or Hit of 2025 YL, and we are going to have a good show here today, Jonathan Coachman says. I would happen to think so too, Aiden English says, that we're going to have a good show. I don't know what we're going to be doing here today, but I do know, that it's going to be, a good show here today. Aiden English says so. We're going to have to, get into it and see what's going to happen. Aiden English says, and see what match we have going on, here today on Impact or Hit. Well, we have Astronema, the main overseer. We got Astronema, the overseer of leadership of the Toy Wrestling Gathering, and she's been there for at least 5 years. Alright, Astronema says, today I'm going to have to name a new main overseer of the Toy Wrestling Gathering. Because even though I think John Bradshaw Latefield was good, I don't really think that he's going to be, good enough. So I'm going to have to name someone who was the main overseer to TWF in the past. And someone who the TWF leadership, upper leadership, and TWF leadership team has, thought would be good. And it's mostly coming from the four-setter Hunter Hearst Helmsley and under four-setter Jeff Jarrett. I would believe that the new main overseer of the Toy Wrestling Gathering should be Daniel Bryan. Well, Daniel Bryan is now the new main overseer to TWF for the 20th time. Thank you, Astronema. Thank you, Ecliptor. Well, you're welcome, Astronema says. You're welcome, Ecliptor says. Do good work. Alright. Alright, everyone. This is going to be, I can't stand up. Stand up. Alright, everyone. As you know, Daniel Bryan says, I am now the main overseer of the TWF for a 20th time. And I'm the nearest thing that the TWF has to Adam Pearce and Nick Ambrose, and Ava Rain, and Santino Marella, and Christopher Daniels. So anyway, there's one thing that I'm going to oath to you that I'm going to do is I'm going to keep law and oversight. Yes, it's true, folks. I was the main overseer of SmackDown, taking over for Shane McMahon in 27 Between FYL to 2008 Between FYL when Paige took over for me. So, yes, that is true. And never mind, all the things that I did in my free runs in WWE and also in AEW. Stand up. Up. Never mind what I did there. And And I know I was the main overseer of TWF in the past, you know. So I am going, you know, to make things shit. More shit. I know I am going to make things right, you know. And I will keep law and oversight. And so, Daniel Bryan, you're the main overseer of the TWF again. Yeah, Grayson Waller, so I am. Wasn't it true that you were the main overseer of the TWF in the past? You know, underneath, who would have been the main overseer of leadership? Who had been the overseer of leadership at that time? Gee, I don't know. But anyway, you think that you can tell me I know what I want here today. You know that I had 2 matches with Sonic. One on Monday Night Raw, one on NXT, and you know that I want another one. I didn't get it on Dynamite or Mike, but I want it here on Impact or Hit. Well, let me see, Grayson Waller. If my thought holds me right, you did lose to Sonic the first 2 times that you fought him. So the way I look at it, I would like, you know, to have, I'll give you another match with Sonic. Even though I do know at the end of the day, you're going to end up losing to him like you did the first 2 times you did. Well, Daniel Bryan, it's good to see that you are the shit. Whoa. Fuck. Well, Daniel Bryan, it's good to see that you are, you know, the main overseer of the TWF again. Which I don't know for how long. I don't really care how long Bryan Danielson or Daniel Bryan, you know, is the main overseer of the TWF. He's a man who kept on getting wounded in his 2-diff run in WWE. Every time they wanted to do something with him, Sonic, he would get wounded. W. Ender Lambody fighter, too bad, wounded. W41 Reich fighter, too bad, wounded. 3-time WWE heavyweight fighter, too bad, wounded. You know, the only time he never got wounded is when he was the World Tag Team fighter with Kang, or when he was the World Heavyweight fighter. That's it. No, he was a 4-time WWE heavyweight fighter. The first 2 times, yeah, he got wounded 3 this time, and that's why they never really did nothing with him, because every time they do something big with him, this fuckhead here would get wounded. First off, Grayson Waller, you know, getting wounded in a skilled wrestling business sadly comes with the work. Alright? You think I wanted to get wounded all those times? You think I wanted my 2-diff run in WWE from, you know, 2010 YL till 2021 wanted to go that way? Alright? Yeah. And you leave out how I was AEW heavyweight fighter. How I beat Isaiah Scott. Yeah, and you lost it to Dean Ambrose. You got wounded, said they'd lose to Dean Ambrose. Don't shit me. We're not going to talk about how I got wounded all the time and how, you know, how that fucked up my 2-diff run in WWE. Yeah, Sonic says, show some onlook to the main overseer. I'm done dealing with you shoe-wearing blue hedgehog. You know, I had enough dealing with you fuckers in the southern land. You know, now I deal with that. Well, I'll let you both deal with it, Daniel Bryan says. Alright? Well, looks like we can get the fight. Keep her in the ring now. And she can't stand up. Well, she can kind of stand up, but not well enough. Ding ding. Well, Grayson Waller thinks that he's going to beat Sonic again. Joey Styles says a body slam from Sonic, and there is one meaning of madness. It's doing something the same way over and over again, and then thinking that it's going to end well for him. You know, Joey Styles says. Well, Jonathan Coachman said Grayson Waller has never been known for being that wise, because if he was, he would have known that losing to Sonic and having another match with him wouldn't have worked out. Aiden English says, you know, Grayson Waller, he's a former TWF light heavyweight fighter, former WWE tag team fighter with Austin Theory, so we all know he can do it. Grayson Waller got away, and guess what? If it was one of those Sonic games, he'd lose all his rings now, Aiden English says. Then he'd be dead with one more blow. I mean, how the hell does that happen? Oh, Grayson Waller just knocked down Sonic again, Joey Styles says. I don't know, Aiden English. Ask the folks at Sego how that happened, because I don't know. Grayson Waller gave Sonic a stunner. Well, Sonic is down for the reckoning, Joey Styles says. Will he get the 1-2-3? Jonathan Coachman said. I would say so, Aiden English says. 1, 2, and only a kick out. Grayson Waller did not beat Sonic the first time or the 2-diff time. Now he thinks a 3-diff time is going to work out for him. And now Grayson Waller coming back again. Sonic, body slam Grayson Waller. Now from the top steeple. Sonic gets or spins in a ball and down on Grayson Waller. Joey Styles says. Well, Jonathan Coachman said, looks like Sonic is going to beat Grayson Waller, Jonathan Coachman says. Oh no, Aiden English said, you got to kick out. You can't lose to this blue shoe-wearing hedgehog who thinks he's the fastest thing in the world. But we all know Speedy Gonzalez and the Flash will be more faster than he is. And they don't need shoes. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner. Sonic. Well, Sonic has beat Grayson Waller here today on Impact or Hit. Joey Styles says. And we know Grayson Waller is not going to be happy about that, because he believes that today, would be his day. Joey Styles said. Yeah, he did, Jonathan Coachman said. He believed that today, would be his day, and that he would beat Sonic here today on Impact or Hit. Sadly, that did not happen. Jonathan Coachman says. Sonic ended up beating Grayson Waller the same way he beat him on Monday Night Raw, the same way he beat him on NXT. He did it here on Impact or Hit. I think that is bad, Aiden English says. I truly think that, Grayson Waller could have beaten Sonic if he would have taken those shoes off of him. Because it's only those shoes. Shit. Because I believe... Stand up. Up. Because I believe that it's those shoes that gave him that speed. And if it wasn't, if you had taken those shoes off, then he would have won the match. At least that's what I believe. At least that's what I believe, Aiden English says. Alright, that's your belief, Joey Styles says. But now, the truth is that's your belief, Aiden, but there's no way to make it true to say if it would be the true or not. Take it away, Gorilla Monsoon. Thank you, Joey Styles and Jonathan Coachman. I'm going to be talking with Grayson Waller here today on Impact or Hit. Alright, Grayson Waller. We've seen you lose to Sonic, not one. We saw you lose to Sonic 3 times. So, how does that feel? Well, it don't feel really good. It doesn't feel good at all, Gorilla Monsoon. I mean, I thought I had him beat. I truly believed that I was going to beat Sonic. I'm telling you, it's those shoes that he wears. That's the only way he keeps on beating me. So you believe if he didn't have those shoes on, Grayson, then you would have beat him here today on Impact or Hit. Yeah, that's what I believe. If he didn't have those shoes on, Gorilla Monsoon, I would be the winner. Well, how many times, Grayson, are you going to keep fighting Sonic and keep on losing to him? I don't know, Gorilla Monsoon. I guess I'm going to keep on fighting until I get the win over him. Well, I see it highly unlikely that you're going to beat Sonic the Hedgehog the way you've been wrestling him. So unless you shift the way you've been wrestling and fighting him, that's the only way you're going to win. Yeah, if I take those shoes off, then I'll get the upper hand on him, because it's those shoes. Give me a break, Grayson Waller. I don't really think by taking Sonic's shoes off it's going to help you get the upper hand on him. Yeah, I believe so. And that's going to be my goal for this year, is to get that win over Sonic the Hedgehog. Well, Grayson Waller believing he's going to get the win over Sonic the Hedgehog, but I see it highly unlikely. Back to you, Joey Styles and Jonathan Coachman. Thank you, Gorilla Monsoon. Oh, here we go. Thank you, Gorilla Monsoon, for talking with Grayson Waller here today on Impact or Hit. And that's all the time we got here for Impact or Hit. I, Joey Styles, with Jonathan Coachman and Aiden English, we hope you like Impact or Hit. And we'll see you tomorrow for Friday Night SmackDown.